Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I am from Pakistan. Okay, let's go ahead. This time we're going to continue with IELTS reading section 3, which is the toughest one. So get ready. Okay, before that in the other videos we did section 1, section 2. Now we are going to do section 3 and here I'm going to discuss some question types with you. Let's take a start. The question type we have here is basically reading passage 3 has 9 paragraphs A to I, and you got to give a heading to each of these paragraphs. They've got the paragraphs like A to I and they say which paragraph contains the following information. This question type is called finding information from the paragraphs. Now what you need to do, you got to find this type of information from the paragraphs. Whenever there is a question type that you have to find information from the paragraphs, you got to just write your answer as the paragraph number. Paragraph will be labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, G like that. And you got to read the statements. I tell you how to read the statements and how to do that. Let's just take a start. Look at question number 28 please. Question number 28 says a description of what does not satisfy the criteria for volunteer work. In which paragraph they give a description. Now the clue word is description, underline description of what does not satisfy the criteria for volunteer work. Now first you need to see describe, description and all that. Now let me just see where it's going to be. I found it here. The statement says a description of what does not satisfy the criteria for volunteer work. Means what is not the volunteer work actually. So there it is written, this may be, please find paragraph I, this may be acceptable but it does not constitute volunteer work. This may be acceptable but it does not constitute volunteer work is actually, this is the description of what does not satisfy the criteria for volunteer work. If you read all the paragraph, then you will understand what the volunteer work is not. They have described it in the beginning that this is not volunteer work. So paragraph I for question number 28 is the right answer. Now sometimes you cannot be convinced in section 3 that okay, is this the answer, but you got to read it and then you can understand. If you want to understand, then read the whole paragraph and you'll get it. Number 29, the impact. Now underline the word impact. Impact is also like effect. So the impact of voluntary work on the development of individuals. Now you got to see where do they talk about the impact. Impact means effect of voluntary work on the development of individuals. Underline development of individuals. Now you got to see in which paragraph they are talking about that the impact of voluntary work on the development of individuals. Let me see. Okay, the word effect, I found it. You got to see where the word effect is. It's there in paragraph D. The knock-on effect of volunteering on the lives of individuals. Okay, it's so simple, all right? So all you need to do, you need to keep in mind individual effect. So the question is the impact of voluntary work on the development of individuals. So D, paragraph D is going to be the right answer. Sometimes it's very simple, sometimes it's very tricky. Next is number 30. The requirement for both selflessness and self-interest in volunteers. Requirements. Now what are the other words for requirements? Requirements. It can be prerequisite, right? So if you're going to scan for the word like requirement, need, prerequisite, you can find the answer. Let's just scan. I found it. It's there. Please watch carefully. But what are the prerequisites for becoming a volunteer? Prerequisites or requirements, they are the same thing. What are the prerequisites for becoming a volunteer? One might and all that. You don't need to read in detail. You know this paragraph is about the requirements. So the answer of question number 30 is going to be G. Next is 31. Various areas. Now you need to underline areas, aspects, areas. Various areas in which people volunteer. In which paragraph they talk about different areas or various areas in which people actually volunteer, means they work for free. Okay, I found it. It's here, a breakdown in the year 2000 of the range of volunteering activities. Range of volunteering activities, and here they are using the word various areas. Now various areas Actually, that is the range of volunteering activities. So for question number 31, paragraph C is the right answer. Next is 32. The benefit of voluntary work for the young. Now you need to see benefit, advantages, these type of words. So if I'm going to look for the word benefit or profit or okay, scan, I found it. There is the word benefit. It's written in paragraph E, and please watch carefully. Enthusiasm can be harnessed for the benefit of their fellow human beings. Right, and then they mention the further benefits of that. So for question number 32, the benefit of voluntary work for the young, the answer is E. Now see, in this question type, the trick is to find the right clue word, then to scan for those clue words, and you will find the answer. Next is a mistaken view of volunteering. A mistaken view means sometimes people think, sometimes people believe, sometimes people misunderstand. Okay, so we got to see what is the mistaken view of volunteering. Okay, mistaken view. Yes, mistake. The word mistake, if you only scan the word mistake, mistaken, you will find it in paragraph A. Now see, they are very clever. Last question and the answer is in paragraph A. That is volunteering, some might mistakenly think. Some might mistakenly think, and here a mistaken view of volunteering. So for question number 33, A is going to be the right answer. Got it? Very good. So this is how we actually do it, and this is section 3, so that's why level of difficulty is the highest one, but you don't have to worry about that. If you like this video, please hit on the like button, and you can also write any question in the comment. If you have any question, you can write it in the comment. And I also teach IELTS online. If anybody wants to join my online IELTS classes, I am available to help you. And I have prepared IELTS course material that is called Easy IELTS Kit. This kit has 8 video DVDs and 4 books. If you want to prepare, or if you want to get ready for IELTS through this kit, you can also order this kit, and for that my number is given. You can contact me. I wish you all the best. Take care. Allah Hafiz.